Hello, today I'm going to show you how we have figured out to use a switch or a whole screen switch on an iPad with Nearpod. I will show you the challenge we were given and then the solution that we came up with. So currently we are in Nearpod, and if we have a student who uses a switch or has a motoric disability, then it is very difficult to touch the tiny little button that's play in the bottom left-hand corner. This is a difficult thing for students to do. So we have written a switch recipe that allows the whole screen, when I hit it with my hand, to press the play button. So I'm pressing on the picture, and you'll see that
went beep.
Dot show up in the bottom left-hand corner. So if I touch anywhere on the screen, it's pressing the play button for me. I'll do it again. I press on the truck.
Engine purred.
And I turned it off. If you go into settings, we can set up what's called a switch recipe. And then it can allow us to use either a switch or the whole screen to touch a very specific area of the screen. So we're going to go into accessibility. And then we're going to scroll down to physical and motor area. And we're going to go into switch control. Now in switch control, you can tell that we have switches and then we have recipes. So for the switch, as you click here, it asks you, what kind of switch do you want? Do you want a switch that's a Bluetooth switch or a plug-in switch, which some people have an adapter for that? We're going to choose screen because we want the kids to use anywhere on the screen to turn on and off the auditory feedback. So here I can say I want the full screen and I want it to be used anywhere. So now we know which switch we're going to use, quote unquote, and this could also, as we talked about, be a Bluetooth switch that you attach to your iPad. But we haven't told the switch what to do yet. So we're going to go in and we're going to go into recipe. And we're going to create a new recipe. It's going to ask a name for this. And we're going to say Nearpod Play. How's that? And then it's going to ask, what switch do you want to use with this recipe? And I'm going to say, I want my full screen to be the action that I do to start the recipe. Okay. Then I have to actually tell it exactly what gesture I want it to do. So I want to go to custom gesture. And it's going to record me touching the screen. You can use this for anything. A lot of students have problems with pinch and zoom or pushing the home button. These things can do that for you. So right now we're going to go ahead and it says tap or swipe to create a custom gesture. Now there's one little glitch here. You have to make sure to click this hide controls down here at the bottom, because if you don't, you won't be able to put your finger on where the play button is. So I'm going to hide the controls. I'm going to press the bottom and then I'm going to go back in and just let it wait for a second. There we go. I'm going to stop it. I've recorded that gesture and I say save. Okay. So now it knows that I have a full screen touch, so I can touch anywhere on the screen and it will actually touch the bottom left-hand corner for me. And that is my switch recipe. Okay. So I have my switch recipe on now. You just, click the one that you want. So I like Nearpod Play. That's the one we want active. Nearpod Play. There we go. Now we're going to go back into Nearpod. And we're going to activate our switch. Now, it's nice to activate your switch with a really fast toggle on, toggle off way. So I have turned on the shortcut to do 3 taps on my power button and it will turn on. 1, 2, 3. I say I want my switch control. There we go. Now all I have to do is click anywhere on the screen.
Friendliest sounds you've ever heard.
And it works. So that is how you do a switch and a recipe and how it works with Nearpod. I hope this is helpful. Thank you.